What's up, you guys? It's Riley here with Learn With Me, and you see this box? I have it in a bag to kind of shield out the smell, but you know what time it is. It's compost time. Now let's get to it. Okay, so as you see here, got the bag here with the stuff in it. I also have some watermelon rinds, and I got the compost bin. Compost bin has been doing well. I want to thank you guys for your patience as I've been dealing with stuff with life, just trying to stay, connected and keeping up with the intense schedule that I deal with. But we're back for the August compost update, and I'm going to show you guys some contributions. So as per usual, I'm going to talk to you through the process of what I do and what has been working well for me. And then I'm going to make the contribution and show you guys how those steps go out. I'm going to close out the video, and then you guys can, if you need more information, I'll leave some links in the description of this video to kind of help you guys move forward with it. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get something to kind of move the compost out of the bin with. So I have a pitchfork, and I have a shovel that I typically use. Shovels are good because they can get by, they're pretty easy to come by. Pitchforks, I will say, are a bit better because they kind of grab like groups of things like mulch and stuff like that, and can help you kind of sift through it, where the shovel might get a bit heavy or might get a bit thick where you feel like you're really digging at it. So the pitchfork can kind of help you move in there, but whichever one, these are two good tools to have when it comes to using moving your compost and manipulating, the medium itself. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, this compost is like really nice and really nutrient filled. And one thing I like about the pitchfork is that you kind of go in there pretty easily, and then you can kind of turn the pile as you need to as you're going through it. So it kind of helps with facilitating that, whereas the shovel, it can sometimes get stuck on really dense patches. Again, another thing that you can see is that I make a hole whenever I'm doing these type of things. And that's because when I make a hole, it allows me to put all my compost contributions deep inside the pile where all the bugs and the activity is already at. And then that way it can actually help shield it from any pests or anything around that might think that there's food there. It's the only thing I want that to really be food for is for the bugs and stuff that are in that pile itself. Now, what do I add to my compost? Don't worry, there'll be a link in my video description that talks more about it. And if you want to know more information about other things I've added to it, feel free to check out the playlist that I'll try to add to. I'll tag in this video at certain points and towards the end, and check out my compost playlist. But I really go about adding any actual I try to go about adding anything that is biodegradable. Like, you can add some paper into it if you really want to get into it, cardboard, but sometimes I try to avoid very invasive things like grass and any type of invasive weeds that are, especially invasive ones that aren't from here, that easily take over. But one thing, a reason I bring that up is that I bring a lot of fruit scraps, a lot of vegetable scraps, a lot of things that are scraps and leftovers that from my garbage, not necessarily from my garbage, but things that would get thrown away. But by bringing leftover fruit carcasses and stuff like that, well, carcasses, but rinds and stuff like that, I can prevent my indoor garbage from smelling, and which you can also do as well. But I also am able to contribute to the compost and really help out my garden in the future. Another weird thing that I'll add is like tree branches, leaves, old mowed grass and stuff like that. But another one that I've added recently is a bird's nest, like old bird's nest. After birds have gone, after they've had the chicks have hatched and they've flown off, I've taken those and I've thrown those in there. So you can be pretty versatile when it comes to this. All right, looks like we're about ready. All right, so we're gonna add these watermelon rinds. All right, good start, good start. Then we're gonna add this. Look how disgusting that is. So what you'll see in here is elderberry parts from me making elderberry. Well, what you'll see in here is that you'll see kombucha scobies, different scraps as far as veggies go, and some elderberry, some local elderberry that I harvested and threw in there too. But there's a lot of just different things in here that are scraps but are great to add to the compost that I'm gonna add now. Cool deal. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and cover that stuff back up with the stuff from up top and around it. This is what I'm talking about when I say that I like to layer these my compost. That way, this way it keeps anything from finding out that there's food there, like rats and squirrels and stuff like that, but also allows all the main things that are in my compost pile, the bugs, the microbial activity, to really get to work there in the setting that it prefers, deep down inside the compost. Woo. Also, we have a little bit of rain that I'm expecting later today, so I'm not gonna add water to it, much more than this. This is what I was like kind of filling up last time that I was using compost, so I'm just gonna pour this over it. And we are good to go. So I just want to take a moment to just thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, taking the time to leave comments and stuff like that. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about any of you guys. I really do appreciate everything that you guys do. I just kind of get busy with life, so just if you can just be patient, I'll be able to crank out some stuff soon and more stuff. I'm just trying to make sure that I improve the quality and not just putting out just random videos for you guys. But like I said, I can't thank you guys enough for your patience and everything that you do to contribute to the channel. If there's anything that you would like me to look into specifically, please let me know. If there's any way you think I can improve my processes, please just let me know. Otherwise, it's been another great video with another great video with each of you, and I look forward to the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to check out my content that I'm gonna try to put on other platforms. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna put like exclusive content on there, but it's definitely in the works to utilize those other platforms. So please check out my Facebook, my Instagram, like all those places. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. See you guys next time. Stay breezy.